After a long period of avoiding to face, to tell, and to live the truth, I felt as though I didn't know who I was. From the experience that I'm about to tell you, I hope that you learn for yourself the importance of standing up for truth. Since I was young, I always tried to live the truth. However, as I grew up, I learned that speaking the truth is not always beneficial to me. I had to face the consequences, and sometimes I had to confront the people who didn't want to live for the consequences of truth. So I learned that I thought to myself, maybe this is not a clever way to live my life. And since then, I chose to avoid the truth and the consequences. My life became much easier and much more expedient. But as I was living that way for quite a while, all of a sudden, I thought to myself, who am I living this life for? Or what am I living for? I just didn't know. I felt as though I was lost, and I didn't know my purpose for my life. And I remember listening to some of the lectures, and something really stuck out to me. And it was that truth can make our life more complete. And I realized that what I was doing was running away from the truth. So, as I share what I have learned through my research, after this talk, I wish your life becomes more complete and more meaningful by standing up for what you believe to be true. So, I pose some of these questions. What is a meaningful life? And can we make the world better by telling the truth? And to be straightforward, the answer is yes. We can conceptualize ourselves by thinking ourselves as a speck of a dust out of these 7 billion people. It is an easy way to live because we don't have to be responsible for our own actions. However, that is also a big motivation to live or believe in nihilism, which doesn't bring any meaning in our lives. A more accurate way to view our lives is that we are part of a network. According to Jordan Peterson, he simply said, if we say that we assuming that we know 1,000 people, we can impact those 1,000 people. That means we are one person away, and those people know 1,000 people. That means we're one person away from influencing 1 million people, and 2 people away from influencing 1 billion people. Unfortunately, it is hard to tell the truth. And from my research, Dr. Sarah K. Burgess and Dr. Jim Horder wrote in their articles, between the desire for law and the law of desire, and the post-truth developments, that both opinionated that we are living in a post-truth era, which means the truth is devalued, and so it is simply just not worth it to say the truth. And also, according to Dr. Mariame Gui, she stated in her article, Modern Media and Culture in Senegal, Speaking Truth to Power, there's simply just not enough protection for the speakers. Although there are through media and the internet, although there are a ton of different ways to communicate and to speak. However, we must not run away from truth. From my own experience, and as Dr. Jordan B. Peterson mentions in his lectures and in his book 12 Rules for Life, the truth, by speaking up for truth, it will shape us to be stronger and to be more confident. It will bring self-respect because it means we're courageous enough to face the consequences. And as we do so, we will articulate ourselves and be a force for the positive. And when there are wrong things and false things, we will be ready to have power to contend with those and influence our lives and those around us positively. So to conclude my speech, there were times when I lived the truth and when I abandoned the truth. However, whatever the choice we make, we have to face a consequence. And by living the truth, we can influence our lives and those around us positively. Thank you.